everyone, I'm heidiroro and welcome back to my channel. During yesterday's Sephora trip, I found this beautiful gem here, which is the Sephora Crayon Colorful Shadow and Liner. I feel like this beautiful teal shade just looks perfect under the lower lash line or even as a base for your eyeshadow. So that's what today's look is all about, and if you would like to recreate this look, then let's get started. To moisturize my face, I'm using the Belif True Cream Aqua Balm. I'm just dotting the product evenly on my face and patting it into my skin with clean hands. Now that my face is moisturized, I'm going to apply some Makeup Forever Step 1 Mattifying Primer to my nose. I've been testing these brand new foundations from Loreal. First I get some of the Infallible Pro Glow Foundation on the back of my hand, and then I mix the Infallible Total Cover Foundation. This gives me the perfect natural glow, but covers my hyperpigmentation. I'm using the Molly Cosmetics Silly Sponge. I will be patting the sponge over my face to give me a more full coverage look. What's great about this sponge is that it doesn't absorb the product, so you can use less to evenly disperse the foundation across your entire face. Now I'm just using my Real Technique sponge to blend out the harder to reach areas like my nose. To hide any darkness under my eye, I am using the Nars Radiant Creamy Concealer in Ginger. I am also using it down the bridge of my nose and any problem areas that I have. And make sure to blend everything out with a damp beauty sponge. I'm going to bake my under eyes and set my entire face with my trusty Mercier translucent powder. Don't worry if it looks like a lot of powder. You bake your face with this technique to make sure everything stays put, and then you brush away any excess powder. Here I am bronzing up my face with the Benefit Hoola bronzer. I just bought this at Sephora and I'm already in love. It has a very natural finish and the coverage is buildable as well. I'm going to use the Clinique Cheek Pop in Fit Pop to bring some color to my cheeks. Here I'm just using this dual fiber brush from Sephora. I was in the mood to glow, so I'm using this MakeupGeek and KathleenLights highlighter palette in Sunlight. It glides on beautifully and clearly I was impressed. I just added it to the tip of my nose and my Cupid's bow as well. Onto the eyes. I'm using the Smashbox 24-Hour Photo Finish Primer. Dipping into the Anastasia Beverly Hills Shadow Couture Palette, I'm setting my eyes with this soft peach shade. Using a fluffy blending brush, I'm using the shade Morocco for my transition color. Make sure that you are blending everything in a windshield wiper motion. To deepen that outer corner, I'm using the shade Fudge with a more tapered brush. I'm also creating a halo effect by adding fudge in the inner corner as well. I try to create a less than or greater than sign first, and then blend the shadows out in a circular motion. Using that same blending brush with no added product, we are blending everything out so that there are no harsh lines. Dipping into the KathleenLights highlighter palette again, we are using this coppery highlight called Nightlight. I'm just using some MAC Fix Plus on my flat synthetic brush because it will intensify the pigment. As always, blend everything out. Here I'm using fudge to intensify the outer and inner corner once more because of all the blending. And now for the star of the show, I'm using the Sephora Ombre Crayon Shadow and Liner in 36 Staying Alive. As you can see with this swatch, this liner is so pigmented. I'm using it on my waterline as well as my lower lash line. And don't worry if it looks a little messy at first because we will be blending it out with the shade Morocco and a pencil brush. Here we are just adding a little bit of fudge in the outer lower lash line. I know what you're thinking. What? No tattoo liner? But look at that swatch! I wanted to try out some new liquid liners, so I'm using the Sephora Wink It Felt Liner in Little Black Dress. And honestly, I really like it. The pigmentation is great and it's black as night, so it's a great alternative. Using this pink champagne shade with a small definer brush, I'm just brightening my inner corners. Give a few pumps to curl those lashes. Here, I'm just using the isehan Kiss Me Heroin Make Mascara. I did a review on this mascara and I have to say I've been really loving it lately. It gives me a lot of length and I don't need to apply falsies. Now onto the lips. I'm just lining my lips with the NYX lip liner in mauve and filling it in completely. Over top, I'm using the Balm Meet Matte Hues liquid lipstick in the shade Charming. I'm also going to add a little bit of this Miami Fever lipstick from Over Cosmetics with a lip brush to get a more warm tone lip. And last but not least, seal everything in with some MAC Fix Plus. And that's it for today's look. Please make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you all next time. Bye!